Hey everybody, this off season has been crazy for me. I know you guys have been along for a lot of the ride through Joe Mez's channel and through Discraft's YouTube channel, but I wanted to let you guys see how it all went from my perspective. The entire time I was filming with my iPhone and you know, it was so exciting for me. I documented so much of it. So I was going through my phone and found all these clips and wanted to put something together to show you guys from my perspective just how crazy this off season was. So join in. Guys, look at this. Grip gear, grip bags, Discraft gear, a box of beauties. I'm so excited. You know, when Paul switched last year and he was doing all the hashtag making moves, make moves, I just laughed and just chalked it up to Macbeth just being a little cheesy. But honestly, there's not a better slogan. This whole process with Discraft has been non-stop business, getting stuff done, super exciting. Just how many interactions I've had with different employees each day. And a lot of employees that were working there when I was back on the team back in 2011. So it's amazing seeing all these familiar faces and seeing these new discs. You know, the Zone, for example, since it's in my hand, this is a disc that they've had the whole time that I've been on the team, but they didn't have the swirly ESP or they didn't have the Raptor. So it's a lot of refamiliarizing myself with these discs, but also learning the new discs, learning the new plastics. And today there's been a break in the rain, so I'm gonna get out to the field and I wanted to bring you guys with me. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out what is gonna go in this beautiful new bag and see which gaps I still have in my bag. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys out to the field with me real quick. I don't like to go and throw too many different discs at once. I feel like you aren't paying full attention to each disc. So yeah, I'm just gonna get out there, maybe throw the putters first today, a couple mids, and then do some drivers and fairways tomorrow. So yeah, just going through these and figuring out which 5 discs I want my name on. 5 discs. So this is gonna be quite an exciting day for me. My season just ended, so this is the first real day that I'm gonna be throwing all these discs, and I actually just booked another flight back to Michigan for the 17th of November, so I got about a week before I get back there. It's gonna be freezing cold, so I'm trying to nail out throwing all these discs here in Texas before I go back there, and we start the design work on which discs are gonna have my name and what stamps and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy coming along for this journey with me. I'm super excited, and let's go make some moves. All right, so check it out. That's my bedroom window at my parents' house. Look at this giant field. It's 550 feet across it, so I can throw full power shots and get a full gauge, and it goes a long way that way too, so I can throw headwind, tailwind, both sides crosswind. Great place to practice. I've been doing it pretty much my whole life growing up. Every time I come home, this field is my practice haven. First disc golf strong warm up with the new plastic. So what I'm going to be doing right now is throwing all 4 directions with each disc. I typically like to start by throwing them on hyzers and seeing if they flip up or if they stay on hyzer or if they dump on a strong hyzer. And then from there, once I have an idea, I'll start throwing them flat and see how much power I can put behind them. So up first, we got the putters. I'm looking for a straight throwing putter. I feel like the approach game is the most important, and if I mess up a drive, I need to know that I can get up and down really accurately. So this is the first mission, find a throwing putter. I'm looking for 2 in particular. I'm looking for one that I can throw straight and it doesn't deviate left or right. And I'm looking for one that I can throw on a slight hyzer and it'll flip up to flat halfway through and then slowly break to the right. Probably start with the APX because I know it's an understable mold. We're trying this first on a hyzer, see if it flips up to flat or if it rides to the right. How understable is it? For me, not quite sure yet. Slight left to right, but mostly tailwind. All right, so by the end of the flight, it got to flat, but it took a while to get there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more power on this, same angle. I absolutely loved the way that flew. I am gonna try that again with a little more turn on it. This is also a roach, but it's the jawbreaker, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to throw it the same and see how the plastic type differentiates in the flight. Quite a bit less glidey, and it seemed that the nose angle was really particular. So once I got that one a tiny bit turned, it dumped down to the right. This one I know and love. I've been throwing it for a while. Well, I was throwing it back in the day. So this one I'm actually semi-familiar with. So I do like this one. Let's just see if it finds a place in my bag. And what plastic. Up first, we got the Pro D. Still flying. This thing is like a mid-range, it's unbelievable. This is the jawbreaker. And a beautiful stamp on the ESP swirl. Wow, that one had quite an overstable finish. First impression, I love the Pro D, love it. Very straight for 90% of the flight and then a little bit of a hyzer. That ESP one, I love it, but I don't know if I need a putter that overstable. I haven't used one anyway in a while, but maybe that's something I need to add to my bag. Next up, we got the Ringer GT. This is the Z Flex plastic. Bob and Mike thought I would like this one for an overstable approach disc. I told them I'll probably go with the Zone, but doesn't hurt to try out other options. Ooh, it just got windy. Y'all see that? Here we go. Check the wind again. Same, just a little harder. Almost identical to that banger, so I probably wouldn't bag both. And I personally like to limit my molds, so I'll probably stick with the Banger GT. But again, these are my first impressions. I just want to communicate everything to you guys. Plus, I'm a talker. I just talk a lot. Macbeth is super excited for me to throw the Luna. So here we go. I'm excited to try it. This is in the jawbreaker plastic. Actually amazing. All right, you guys get the point. I'm gonna be throwing lots of shots today, so I'm just gonna put this thing on time lapse and move on to the mid ranges. There we go. All right, I wanted to pause the time lapse and talk about the sole real quick. Watch this thing.
Kaboom. Damn. Are you face down? Is this
No, I'm filming a video.
Oh,
you guys are gonna be in it.
Yay.
So that one, it's like speed 4, so it's super slow. It's in between a putter and a mid-range. And I like that it just goes straight for most of the way, and then at the end it starts to break over. That's what I'm looking for. I'm loving that one. All right, y'all, so You are now with me in my grandpa's shed. This is my storage unit. Look at what I got in here. I got a bunch of my old Discraft discs. I used to actually write on the back. When I wouldn't get trophies, I would actually write on the back. And so I'm finding a bunch of my old discs, old buzzes, a bunch of the discs that I aced with when I was on Discraft. I have a 550-foot ace with this Newt. I got this ace with this Focus. And where's that Predator? I got an ace with this Predator. So I'm gonna grab these, see if they're sweet, and get into some old school Discraft stuff too. I just got my new hats. I tell them what kind of hats I like. A few days later, they're already embroidered and ordered and shipped to my house in every color, you know, because they know how much I like matching. Amazing. Now at this point, I'm leaving Plano, Texas, headed towards Austin, Texas. First thing is to check out the Next Gen Finals, but also I'm going to pair this with meeting up with Brian Geis, who is going to be shooting my Leaving DD announcement. And while I was in Austin, the Jomez guys were there as well, and since we had this upcoming video shoot coming up, we decided to have a preliminary meeting, and we ended up getting on a conference call with the guys from Discraft and their friends that were in Dallas that were going to be kind of like the directors of the video. So we had about 9 people on this conference call trying to make a plan, and it was really exciting just to see it all unfold.
Reese have already concocted. So we have to kind of balance everything out and keep in mind the shoot day, Monday.
After that late night conference call, the next day Alyssa and I headed to a local course where we did a photo shoot for grip equipment. Photo shoot time. After all that was done in Austin, I headed back towards Plano, Texas, and right away that night, Ryan from Jomez, who was going to be the director of the video, came over, and we didn't do any shooting that night. All we did was put a recorder on, and we had a conversation, my dad, him, and I, and it was just basically to get our story from my perspective and from my dad's perspective. And the recording part was so that he could then go home that night and write out the key points so he could script the video, but it was still in our words, just kind of condensing it, putting together, and thinking about the vision, because we were going to start shooting the very next day.
Hard work, belief, progression.
Yeah, and just do it a little slower.
Okay.
I know it sounds weird, but
I got you.
hard work.
Okay, got you. Hard work, belief, progression.
Yeah.
In my eyes, that is exactly what she is.
That's the one. Aim it at your dad's head just a little bit. There we go. That's more defined. Let's do that. Here we go. Yeah, you're just looking out. Now look out at the field and then look. Yeah, it's looking dope. All right, sick. He's like getting all emotional. That's great. That's great. It's a super cool.
Did you catch a tear fall?
Yeah.
Okay, so today is November 13th. I'm out here at the park with Maurice and Ryan. We just shot a segment with my dad inside for the announcement video. And now we're out here filming some B-roll stuff. And today's only a half day of filming. Tomorrow is the big day, right?
Oh yeah, tomorrow's when the whole crew gets in. We'll start making the real cinema magic happen.
Yep. We're gonna be filming all day from sunrise to sunset. All right, guys, see all these cars? Whoops. They're setting up in my room right now. Yesterday you saw that we filmed all day. Today we are filming again, and this is our full day. There's Michael. So we're about to start filming. Oh, Jerry's here too. And Brian. So full day of filming, get ready.
We are setting up the profiled interview with, let's see, we've got 3 cams going on. We got the 6K. Can you talk, Paige?
Hello, my name is Paige Pierce. I am happily now sponsored by Discraft. Photo shoot time. So we just wheeled the basket over here and we're about to be making some putts with Ryan on his hoverboard parallel to me running as I run in this 40-footer. One of the clips that we were trying to get in particular was a close-up of, you know how I do this little putter flip. They wanted to shoot from behind my head where when I flip it up you can see the Discraft logo, and the putters I was using were blank. So we called Bob in Michigan and he overnighted a putter to our location so that we could use this putter in the clip. And as the day was going on, we were waiting for the package. Actually, another package came in and we thought it was the one, but it wasn't. But in this moment, the sun's setting and we're kind of like desperate times. We'll just bail on the Discraft putter. And right then and there, we hear a UPS truck turn onto the street. And this is the moment that we got the package delivered. And it was just crazy timing right when we were about to cut for the day. Discraft uses UPS, so this has got to be it. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. Paige Pierce? Paige Pierce? Yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
You're waiting for this one. Discraft! This is the right package this time. All right, we need to open this thing. You guys got something short?
Keys.
Hold on! We got the putter! All right, boys. Oh, baby. Let's go make some putts, right? This is how the clip turned out. So the last day of filming started at sunrise. This day wasn't quite as long as the other ones. All we had to do was get a couple last minute action shots and then get a few more of the up close trophy shots. After that, it was a wrap. Said goodbye to the Jomez guys, and a little bit later, I got another package delivered. All right, so yesterday, Bob messaged me and told me that they finished the first sample of my new test putter and that he was going to ship it to me, even though I fly to Michigan tonight at 8 p.m. I told him, no way, Bob, I'm going to be there in like 24 hours. He said, yeah, but there's 5 inches of snow here. We want to get it to you now so you can go play with it in Plano where it's warm. Checking them out in my backyard, seeing the first flight of them, see how they feel. Guys enjoyed this part 1 video. This was obviously me mostly in Texas filming with the Jomez guys, that whole part, and getting ready to head to Michigan. If you guys enjoyed this, I would suggest tuning into part 2 where I head to Michigan. You'll see all the behind the scenes in the warehouse, the last minute preparations for getting my putter made, getting my website up, and all the things that take place inside the warehouse. This is so exciting, and I really think you guys are gonna enjoy part 2, so check it out.